This video is to show individuals who use crutches on a long-term basis and for short-term in some cases, depending upon the injury, that there's another type of crutch out there that is extremely safe, long-lasting, and can be accessorized to suit your requirements. To give you an example, the older crutches are made out of aluminum. This is one here. And these crutches are generally what 80% of the crutches, 90% of the crutches in North America are sold for: short-term accident victims, broken ankles, broken legs, etc. Some years ago, my son was in a horrific accident, vehicle accident, lost his hip and his leg. He's 6'6", a football player. And the crutches, after he came out of rehab, would last, he was going through a couple of pair a month. He came to me and said, "Look, Dad, they're unsafe. I've looked at even the expensive ones and they don't have what I need to try to get my life back, at least in portion. They're unsafe, and wherever I go, I'm constantly thinking of the crutches and not what I'm capable of doing." So through that and several prototypes were born the Safewalk titanium crutches with surefoot tips. And the tips are totally different than anything else in the market, and they're designed to give a larger footprint. These crutches were stated by War Amps of Canada to be the newest innovation in crutches in 20 years. And the crutches themselves are all titanium tubing. The tips, as you can see, have a larger footprint and give a better coverage area. When you're standing straight up and down, and this is through information from my son, because unless you're someone that is handicapped and using crutches, you really don't understand someone in that position and how they use their crutches. A lot of the things that went into our first prototypes were completely changed as my son explained the differences and what he required in a safe, tough crutch that he could go on with his life with. These crutches, when you're standing in an upright position, gravity will keep you balanced with your body. You don't need a full suction cup at the end of the crutch on the ground. When you walk, both forward and backward, you need a full cup on the ground to give you proper connection to the ground and a proper foot. These are ringed in the base, and that allows some sort of suction to the surface, gives it better grip on the surface. In this particular case, you have a much larger foot to go. The whole system itself is designed to be custom made only, and the custom components for this, we make these crutches up to begin with in this form. And then when you send us in your measurements or any accessories that you wish, like this particular headlight, which will go on a pair of crutches. This particular accessory, again, came out of necessity. My son, wishing to go out at night, and particularly in the snow, found it very uncomfortable walking, not being sure where he was stepping and what he was stepping into with his crutch. The headlights are easy. They're designed mag lights so that you can buy replacements at your local hardware store, batteries or whatever. They can also be slid out if you want to use them in your hand individually. You can hook parcels behind this to carry it. When this is installed and in place with the set of crutches to your modifications, this will lift up slightly and turn and drop down onto a locking pin, which will keep it safely in the center. When you want to use it, you push up, turn around, drop down again, and it will stay straight out in front. This also gives you an assistance if you're going to the mall with your family, friends, or just shopping for groceries on your own. It's someplace to hook your groceries over, because the thing that I was not aware of at the time is that people on long-term disability with crutches walk on their arms and hands. They do not walk with their underarms. And if they did, it would cause damage to their shoulders. So therefore, they've got to have their hands free. And if you're carrying parcels with the plastic that we have nowadays, in very short order, your fingers start to go numb. It's very difficult. This eliminates that. We also have, in similar fashion, a hook, if you don't have the headlights on this, that would allow you to drag your luggage through the airport like anyone else would. You don't have to hold it in your hand. You hook it onto your crutches and away you go. No problem at all. We also design other accessories for it, such if you go canoeing or whatever, that would snap into place. If your crutches fell over the side, the boat tipped over, your crutches will float. These accessories are available from us at an added cost, but you can contact us as to what your requirements are. The hand grip on these crutches, again, we can install the rubber coating over it or leave it plain, as some people prefer. We can rubberize the surface if you'd like, and just keep them as slim as they are right now. We can also send you spares if you're traveling and you're worried that if something did get damaged in an accident or whatever, we can supply you spare parts for it at no problem at all. These are held in place by countersunk large stainless steel screws, which to date have not caused any failures. Your upper underarm component, which, as you can see, is very slim. And this again was brought to me by both my son and a couple of other people that we built crutches for, one a cabinet minister here in our province, that there's a lot of underarm chafing with someone on long-term disability with crutches. So narrowing this up, you can coat it with a thin rubber coating if you like, a soft covering of any kind that you'd like to put onto it, of your choice, or we can do it for you at your request. But this allows a much tighter surface area to your body as compared to what comes on standard crutches, and much stronger. We've never had one of these plastic components fail as of yet, and they've been out there quite a number of years. This is just the first time that we've done any advertising of the product. These are some of the component pieces that we make up. And we can make pretty near any accessory that your mind can come up with. And that's to make it more comfortable for the individual long-term user. As I was showing you previously, these are a standard pair of crutches which we modified for a particular young lady who just had her accident before going on vacation. She had tried the crutches out, and when she walked down the beach where she lived, it sunk in the sand and it was miserable trying to walk. We told her that we would take the crutches and try to modify them for her to give her the best that she could. And this is what we came up with. She gave us the crutches when she got back and told us how overwhelmingly pleased she was at how well they stood up, and that she got her full use of her vacation simply because there wasn't anywhere that she couldn't go that the rest of the family went. Her crutches gave her accessibility to it. And that is one of the many things that people have mentioned about our crutches, is that it allows them to do things to the limits of their body, not to the limits of the crutches. And in the marketplace today, basically that they're all different styles and types, but none address the problem of stability and making the individual who requires crutches into making it safer for them, so that they can now concentrate on getting on with their life as much in a normal sense as they could before.